Hello everybody and welcome back to the highly anticipated DGBA Survivor D1 edition. If you have not seen last week's video, please do go check it out. It was uploaded on the channel. All you had to do is scroll down a tiny little bit and you'll be able to see it. And if you haven't seen it and you're watching this video, there's going to be major spoilers, so be warned. If you are watching this video without any context to the previous one, you are going to get spoiled about what happened, so please do go check it if you don't want to get spoiled. You had your warning, and now let's continue. So we started off with 20 survivors divided into two groups of 10 with 16 D1 coaches and then 4 other well-known coaches across the DGBA, consisting of Coach Oak, Jeremy, Haz, and Mikeman WBA. These coaches competed on the terms of the Chatot Tribe, one of the most remarkable DGBA memes, versus the Pachirisu Tribe, another one of the more remarkable DGBA memes, and those tribes competed against each other in 2 challenges, leading from 20 people and reducing down to a mere 18 people, and in this episode it's going to be reduced from 18 to 16 once more. So hope you guys do enjoy. If you do enjoy, make sure to go leave a like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, the next upload shall be next Monday. Well, let's focus on this video firstly. So let's start off with Pachirisu Tribe. So the Pachirisu Tribe consisted of 10 people. They consisted of, which was Ian, Spoink, Chez, Carlos, Manlysoap, BBlano, Coach Oak, JJbizzle, Haz, and of course everyone's favourite coach in the DGBA, styx. So all those people in the tribe, they competed and they won not only 1, not only 2, but in fact 3 immunity challenges. Well, technically 2 of them were immunity challenges, the other one was a reward challenge. So they've got everything basically. They've got timber, they've got flint, they've got fishing gear, they've got all that stuff, and they are 10 people, and they are 10 people strong. And there is no division whatsoever in the group. No one's had to be voted off in tribal council yet. So yeah, but that can't really be said for the same for the Chatot Tribe. So here we are. Here's the start of the Chatot Tribe, consisting of MX3, JJgalz, Carlos. Yeah, I get him mixed up with Carson. Sorry, Mike, Alan, JP, TCMTL, Jeremy, Jack, and myself. We were part of the Chatot Tribe. We were originally 10 people at the top 20, and then it went downhill a little bit, as the very first tribal council was a 5-5 vote between myself and Jeremy. Unfortunately, someone flipped, which allowed Jeremy to go home and me to stay. And then the next tribal was a 5-4 vote, with JP going out and MX3 barely staying in the game on a split vote in case of an idol, 5-4. And MX3 was looking to be very much at the bottom of a 8-man alliance, or sorry, no, it was a 7-man alliance, and he was the 8th person in the tribe with no alliance. So there's 3 ways he can get out of this. Firstly, he has to hope that potentially his tribe win the next 2 immunity challenges, then he doesn't have to go to tribal, and then he can make it to the merge and hopefully escape. The second option is that he hopes that there's conflict between the alliance and some people break apart, or else number 3, he hopes he can get the Chatot hidden immunity idol, because yeah, it hasn't been discovered yet, nor is the Pachirisu Tribe hidden immunity idol, so that is all to play for, and let's get right into it. So I shall pre-reference a few things first. Firstly, I did not realize until I came back to record this next episode that the brandsteel.net, it times out after 2 hours, so it resets your whole simulation again. So doing a weekly series on this on the site just is not possible, so I've had to take all the pictures, screenshot them, and put them onto a Google presentation PowerPoint. So apologies if there is a little bit of problems there, such as quality errors or a few things like that. That's just how it's going to have to be, because I just can't not use the thing anymore. The thing's timed out, and already recreating 2 people going out was difficult enough, even though I only set them stats to 1 and everyone hated them and stuff. But anyway, we're looking at the Pachirisu tribe now with BBlano, Carson, Ches, Kocho, Kaz, Ian, JJbizzle, Manlysoap, Spoink, and TTM. Styx, as previously said, they're fully intact. And also one other thing to preference is that I redid the whole simulation, so there's a few things that are different, such as, I believe, actually I'll move on to the Chatot Tribe, which consists of Carlos, Jack, JJgalz, Mike, MX3, myself, Rattatamen and TCMTL. Carlos, sorry, got the idol at, he got it at top 19, and then fortunately he played it on Jack during the tribal council, so it didn't matter. Now there's the idol return back to the island again, and yeah, just things are pretty much the same. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with the winning team, with the team that has pretty much everything and has got an unstoppable, or what seems to be unstoppable, at least from the previous episode, winning streak, sorry, my mistake. I meant they can't lose, which is the Chatot Tribe. So as we see, the Chatot Tribe hidden in the idol is still currently hidden, and there seems to be a 3-person alliance between Oak, Manlysoap, and TTM Styx. Not particularly the strongest alliance, I will admit. Loyalty of 4 isn't exactly the best, but TTM Styx is showing a lot of loyalty, so I guess we'll have to see. Then we have another alliance between 4 people, which is Carson, Has, JJbizzle, and TTM Styx. So as I was previously saying, if Styx can get himself, his 3 people, and his 2 other people in his alliance, that's majority. That is 6 people, and yeah, they can very easily vote out someone as long as they stay as a strong potential alliance. But let's move over to the Chatot Tribe and see what is going on there. As the tribe status, it looks like the Chatot Tribe hidden immunity idol has actually been discovered by Jack. Jack has found the first idol in the game, which is insane. So he now has the idol very early on, which can be very beneficial. If he cannot see a vote coming his way, he can play it, or else he can play it for a potential alliance member to strengthen that alliance. I guess we'll just have to see. But let's move on to our alliances now here, as we see the first alliance, which Mike actually dropped out of, which is Carlos, Jack, JJ, myself, Rattatamen, and TCMTL. Fairly strong alliance. There's a few people higher and lower in terms of loyalty to each other. We also do have another alliance consisting of Mike, MX3, myself, and TCMTL. So although Mike and MX3 might seem to be on the bottom, I don't know, me and TC might be extending an arm, but definitely me and MX3 are on the bottom. We have very nearly tasted going out, and it's just been super scary for both of us involved, as I got a 5-5 vote and he got a 4-5. So we have reached the top 18 immunity challenge, and this is called Tangled Up in Blue. 1 member from each tribe would have to untangle a rope, and then 3 members would have to work together to untangle 3 ropes. Following this, 2 members of each tribe would attempt to use the ropes to lasso and pull on a platform, which 2 members will build a 4-piece pyramid puzzle. The first tribe to finish their puzzle wins. So we see the Pachirisu tribe taking their new look at the Chatot Tribe. Fortunately, JP eliminated in the previous tribal council. So 2 members from the Pachirisu tribe are going to have to sit out. It's going to be an 8v8, and we're going to see that the winners of that challenge, that I'm sure quite a few people are going to be happy about, the underdog story, is the Chatot Tribe. I also want a preference. I haven't changed any of the stats or any of the alliances. They were all the same, and I just let the simulator do the rest. So the Chatot Tribe gets to win pillows, blankets, chairs, and I believe also flint, as they had not got flint now for quite a few in-game days, and now it is only the 2nd episode where they're actually getting a source for fire, so that is pretty insane. But they did win, so they, for once, are not going to be able to go to Tribal Council. Quite a bit of weight off their shoulders, and probably going to be a little bit weird not to have to see Mr. Jeff Probes announcing their votes and their fate. But let's go look over to the team that lost. The tension is running high, and we see the Pachirisu's hidden immunity idol is still currently hidden. and I guess the tension is getting to Manlysoap, as potentially he makes a little bit of a choke here and decides to leave his alliance right before Tribal Council is taking place. That's not really the best idea, I would say. I'd say probably to stay in your alliance until the merge happens. But hey, what am I to know? This is only a simulation. So we're now going to go into the next part where we see the Chatot Tribe. Again, Jack has got the idol. Very, very scary. Jack's a scary threat in his own. But with an idol in his hand, that can be even more terrifying. Nothing else happens. The Chatot Tribe just seem to be completely relaxed and completely chilled, actually enjoying a win for once, something that they have never got to do before. But let's go over here now and let's go check out the tribal council of the Pachirisu tribe. So we see BBlano, Carson, Chez, Coach Oak has Ian, JJbizzle, Manlysoap, Spoink, and styx. Unfortunately, one of them, although they have survived the first 2 vote outs, they will not be surviving the third, and one of them will be the third person to go home. No one has any items, so even though we do have to say if anyone has any hidden immunity idol and like to play it, now is the time to do so. Nobody's going to be able to, and we're going to see who is at threat of going home. First vote, Coach Oak. There we go. Second vote, Coach Oak. There we go. 2 votes, Coach Oak. Third vote, Coach Oak. That's 3 votes, Coach Oak. No votes for anyone else. Fourth vote, Coach Oak. That is 4 votes for Coach Oak out of a tribe out of 10. If he gets 2 more votes, that's just him completely steamrolled. Next vote, 1 vote, Chess. The 6th vote of the tribe is Chess once more, so that is 4 votes to Oak, 2 votes for Chess. The next vote is another one yet again for Chez. Oak is slowly worming his way back into the tribe with 4 votes for Oak, 3 votes for Chez. And yet again, we now see a tie. 4 votes Oak, 4 votes Chez. Let's keep this going as we continue on and see that the 9th vote results in it being Chez's name. That is 5 votes Chez. 4 votes Oak, 1 vote left as the third person voted out of Survivor DGBA edition Chatot versus Pachirisu members is Chez. So unfortunately it looks like Chez did not get very lucky. That was 6 votes Chez, 4 votes for Coach Oak, and yeah, unfortunately the moderator is going to have to get kicked out of the DGBA Survivor series. Looks like his power could no longer stand, and Chez, the tribe has spoken. For anyone that is interested, here are the votes. BBlano voted for Coach Oak, Carson voted for Chez, Chez voted for Coach Oak, Oak voted for Chez, Has voted for Chez, Ian voted for Coach Oak, JJ voted for Chez, Manlysoap voted for Chez, Spoink voted for Coach Oak, and styx voted for Chez. Sorry, that's a little bit cut off. But as we do get to see, there are a few people that are looking now to be on the bottom, where we see that BBlano, Ian, and Spoink potentially are on the bottom now. Looks like the alliances didn't really get, well, the alliance 4, I guess I should say, didn't really get the numbers they wanted, and now BBlano, Spoink, and who else? Ian is at risk, but if they win another immunity challenge, it doesn't matter because at top 16 they will be going into the merge. So let's have a look at the 2 tribes now. As the Pachirisu tribe for once is not actually 2 rows of 5. It is now a 4 and a 5, consisting of BBlano, Carson, Coach Oak, Has, Ian, JJbizzle, Manlysoap, Spoink, and styx. Whereas the Chatot Tribe, same old. They're still somewhat holding strong with Carlos, Jack, JJgalz, Mike, MX3, myself, Rattatamen and TCMTL still in it, and an unfound idol. That could be very, very beneficial to someone, as always with idols in Survivor. But let's go check up on the Pachirisu tribe. Undeniably, there is going to be a little bit of tension now, as it seems like there are going to be lines drawn in that tribe. People are probably going to be praying for the merge to happen, and for them, I guess, before even the merge happens, for them hoping that the immunity challenge, that they get to win it, so that they won't even have to risk going to Tribal Council. But as we're going to say, we're gonna get a little bit of a refresher. The Pachirisu Tribe hidden immunity idol is currently hidden, but Oak has it, so he's got the idol. To everyone else, they don't know who has the idol. They probably assume it's still hidden. Oak has it. I don't know if anyone's gone exploring for it, but it looks like they're going to be wasting their time as we look onwards to the next part. As we see the Pachirisu Tribe Alliance, Oak and TTM Styx is one alliance as Manlysoap did previously leave, and he actually got out pretty scot-free. He didn't risk any votes going against him, so I guess it did work to go and fly away. As we see, Carson has JJ and Styx still having a very strong alliance. That alliance, actually, they still do have majority numbers, to be fair. If Oak can join that majority, sorry, not a majority, if they can join the 4 other people, that's 5 out of 9 is a majority, so they still can potentially rule the game if they just stay loyal to each other. But loyalty is a very precious thing in Survivor and doesn't come cheap. You always have to second guess yourself. But here we are with the Chatot Tribe. The Chatot Tribe hidden immunity idol is currently not hidden. Jack has it, however, so to everyone else, it's still just a hidden object. As we see here, the alliances, same old Carson, Jack, JJgalz, myself, Rattatamen and TCMTL, still in a alliance. As we see the Chatot Tribe Alliance the next one, it consists of Mike, MX3, myself and TCMTL. Immunity challenge spelling bee. Each tribe must swim out to get a crate attached to a buoy in the water. Upon untying the rope, they must bring the crate to shore and empty, and sifting through sawdust to get 8 rings. The 8 rings are then thrown onto 8 paddles. The first tribe to flip all paddles upwards and spell immunity wins. So it's a 9 versus 8 case. The Chatot Tribe are going to be looking over to the Pachirisu Tribe, seeing that a member was previously eliminated, that member being Chez. So it's now 9 versus 8. Pachirisu Tribe are still going to have to sit out 1 member. And unfortunately, after this challenge, it looks like the Pachirisu Tribe are going to have to sit out another member in challenges. It's going to be 8-8 going into the top 16 in the merge, as the Chatot Tribe wins immunity, and unfortunately the Pachirisu Tribe now, yeah, it's very scary, because now they have to get rid of another member back to back, so their winning streak is very quickly cut short. That's not very good. As we go back to camp and we see that the tribe status, Oak has the hidden immunity idol, and he leaves the alliance with Styx, so maybe that could be hinting at the fact that Styx might be going home tonight. Maybe Oak if he misplays his idol. Who knows? So we're going to continue on to the Chatot Tribe, the tribe that we're not really focusing on too much, just because they have 1 immunity back to back and they won't be going to Tribal Council. None of these guys are going to be fearing a Tribal Council for this specific episode on the channel, fortunately. So we see the Chatot Tribe. The Chatot Tribe hidden immunity idol is not currently hidden. Jack is the Chatot hidden immunity idol, and the alliance of 4 actually turns out to decrease down to an alliance of 3 as Mike leaves, and it leaves only MX3, myself, and TCMTL to become an alliance of 3. So that's very scary. But talking about scary things, let's talk about the Pachirisu Tribe, as it is a 9-member tribe going down to 8 that consists currently of BBlano, Carson, Coach Oak has Ian, JJbizzle, Manlysoap, Spoink, TTM, Styx being the last member, and Coach Oak has got the Pachirisu hidden immunity idol. So as always, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and they'd like to play it, now is the time to do so. No? I'll read out the votes then. First vote. It is for Mr. Coach Oak. Maybe he did do what I say and actually ended up choking and not playing his idol when he should have. He's already got a vote for right off the bat. It could be the very end for him. But fortunately, it looks like he's not going to be completely steamrolled just yet. The second vote goes to BBlano. So it's 1 vote BBlano, 1 vote Oak. Next vote, 2 votes BBlano, 1 vote Oak. The fourth vote, 3 votes BBlano, 1 vote Oak. As we're going to continue down reading off the votes. The fourth vote is BBlano's. So that's the 5th vote overall. 4 votes BBlano, 1 vote Oak. 4th person voted out of DGBA Survivor Edition, Chatot versus Pachirisu. It is BBlano, and the final count is actually a whopping 8 votes against BBlano and 1 against Oak. So BBlano was completely destroyed in that tribal council. I guess he must have rubbed people the wrong way, and yeah, it's definitely showing, as maybe they hope that without him in the way, that whoever gets onto the merged tribes now could perform better, because he maybe might have not been doing the best at the challenges. I'm not entirely sure, but let's look at the votes right here. Is there any real reason? Everyone except BBlano voted for BBlano, and BBlano voted for a very obvious Coach Oak. I was a little bit worried there. I thought Coach Oak was going to go home with an idol in his pocket, which unfortunately we have seen people in the past in the regular season of Survivor do and misplay a lot. So yeah, but here is the final look at the top 16 members of the DGBA Survivor. And the Pachirisu tribe, they have thinned out their numbers, as they're very lucky to immunity challenge win back to back, as now came to bite them in the butt, and they've lost 2 immunity challenges back to back. The Pachirisu tribe now consists of Carson, Coach Oak, Has, Ian, JJbizzle, Manlysoap, Spoink, and TTM Styx. Whereas on the Chatot tribe, we've got Carlos, Jack, JJgalz, Mike, MX3, myself, Rattatamen and TCMTL. That is 16 people that remain. Gosh, it has been crazy. There's been idols picked up by Jack and Coach Oak, and just the alliance is broken and created. It's just absolutely insane. It's going to get only more insane in the next episode, as we thin out the numbers once more from 16 to 14, getting closer to see who is the best member in the DGBA in Survivor. There is 2 idols in play, but that's not really going to matter if a person makes it to Exile Island, which they will in the top 16. Get the idol nullifier and reduce that. There is going to be 3 new tribes in the next episode up on the channel. The Pachirisu tribe and Chatot tribe, they're going to get reshuffled. It's going to be 3 tribes of 5. So make sure to stay tuned for that, as it's going to be absolutely insane. Will MX3 find himself on the bottom? Will those guys that have voted for Coach Oak finally end up regretting it? I don't know. You guys are going to have to stay tuned. And keep watching the episodes up on the DGBA channel every Monday, as always. Thank you guys for watching this. You guys have been awesome. And I've been Parkzy.